Hey there guys, how's it going? It's Afraid and welcome to another Advanced Warfare video. Today you'll be seeing some TDM in the background and it's going to be slightly odd for you guys I think because you're not going to be watching some BAL gameplay. It's not to say that I've been uploading the BAL gameplay, but everyone else just seems to be using the BAL, and you could probably tell by the kill feed that it's just constant BALs everywhere. It's not really that much surprise because I think it probably is the best gun on the game, I feel. Although I don't really know if it really needs a nerf. I don't know, compared to the other ARs. I mean, I seem to find it okay with the AK-12 and this gun, which is the HBRA3 or something like that. I quite like this. It reminds me of like the like an M4 and an ACR or something like that. So I quite like this gun, and I tend to use it quite a lot. However, fortunately or unfortunately, however you may see it, I'm not going to be talking about Advanced Warfare that much in this video. I'm going to be talking about the games consoles, the Xbox One and the PS4. Now, quick story, my boss come to me today and he said that he's buying his son a games console for Christmas, and he wondered which one was the better one. Now, I thought, well, you know, as soon as I thought of that, I thought this would be a great topic for a video because I have experience with both. I've owned the Xbox One now for a year, and I've had the PS4 for the best part of a year. I think I got it Christmas last year, so I have had both, and I'm going to talk to you guys sort of 1 year later how I've got on with them both, and my personal thoughts on which one would be the better purchase. Now, I think we all can agree that the PS4 has sold a lot more consoles. I think it was like every one Xbox One console that got sold, I think 3 or 4 PS4 consoles got sold. So I think it sold sort of 3 or 4 times as much as the Xbox One, and I think for very, very good reasons, because it is a better console. Unfortunately, or fortunately again for you guys, it is the better console as far as console goes. Now, it was quite a difficult question for me to really answer today because I sort of thought about it. I thought about it for a little while, and I thought, well, what if I put more hours into? And I'll be totally honest, I've put more hours into it, say this last year, into the Xbox One, and that's purely down to friends. Now, I can only really go by that at this point. If you've got friends that have got the Xbox One, or your closest friends, or the friends that you want to game with, that for me would be the only reason to buy an Xbox One, because it really is a piece of shit. I have to admit, I've got to put my hands up. I mean, I hate using the thing. I only like using it again for friends, but for the graphics, it's never as good as the PS4. And what is with that, by the way? Why can't game developers actually make games for both consoles 1080p 60 frames a second? That needs to happen. I'm sure that has to be the standard. Surely they should be pushing for 4K now, but you know, that's another rant. But yeah, one thing I will say about the Xbox One, I think that it's changed the most over the last year. So I feel like from the day one edition for what I got for the Xbox One to compared to now, and with the patches and the updates they've made to it, they have made it better. They haven't made it quicker, so that's annoying. And one thing that really annoyed me again with the Xbox One is that they took out the key features from 360, i.e. playing the sound through the speakers as well as your headset. I mean, that for me was just, you know, it was a great addition for it, because then I could record, you know, my party, or, you know, people who I'm talking to, I can actually record their voices as well. I don't know why they took that away. They also started off the console by taking away the option to review recent players, so if I ever wanted to rage message someone, it was not possible before. I have patched that in though, so I will give them credit for that, but it's something that I feel should have been there from the start. I feel like a lot more improvements are to come with the Xbox One. I like the idea with the streaming. They took a little while for that to come in, but again, it did come in to do the live streaming through Twitch and things like that. But correct me if I'm wrong, I think the PS4 had that from the day one, I think. So I think Xbox One have kind of caught up with that as well. I think it's a work in progress. It is getting better day by day, or month by month, however you want to look at it. The Xbox One is getting better, but it's only coming up to par to where the PS4 is. And for the price, I mean, I don't know how much they go for now. I think they're roughly about the same price, but that left a bad taste in my mouth. I bought it for £429, I think I paid for the Xbox One, and literally 2 months later, or whatever it was, like straight after Christmas, they put it down. I think I knocked it off for like, I think about 100 quid or something, and that included a game. I was gutted. It was just so annoying. Like, you go out and you buy the day one edition of the console, and then you just get shafted, and that really annoyed me with it. But that's a kind of a personal thing, so that's not really anything to do with the console itself. I think at this point the Xbox One does have better exclusives than what the PS4 has, but cross games, you know, games that are on both platforms, it's better to play on the PS4. You get better frames, you get better resolution. It's just a better, all-round better experience, and I don't play it enough as much as I really want to. I just wish that all the people that I game with just bought a PS4, because then I could just play that all the time, sell my Xbox One and get rid of it. I know this sounds like I've just bashed on the Xbox One final video. But the PS4, as good as I think it is, it's not perfect. I mean, the install times, the download times, again, are just ridiculous. I don't know if that's got something to do with Microsoft and its cloud software or whatever they want to call it, but yeah, the PS4 download times for me are just ridiculous. To download, I think, a map pack on Call of Duty Ghosts, it took me literally an hour, maybe even more at some times, and it was just, that really annoyed me with the PS4. But as I say, I think out the two, I would go for the PS4, but if you've got friends that are gaming on the Xbox One, there's nothing better than gaming with your friends. So it's a really hard decision, especially for me to recommend it to you, because I can't recommend the PS4 purely because I put more hours into the Xbox One this year. So there you have it. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a rating if you enjoyed, and I'll speak to you guys on the next one. Take care.